Now, let's look at how do we use these meditation tools, these 3 or 4 tools together. I like to use the Swiss cheese model of preventing incidents to explain, how these tools work together. You can read up online about this model if you want to. So imagine if you wanted to build a modern complex system to prevent your house from burning down because of bushfires. So the main enemy here is large bushfires. To prevent that, you'll probably want to stop the small fires that start off in your backyard as well. So, a system that you could establish to prevent these small bushfires from burning too long would be to A, have a force field or a barricade around your house, two, to have a humidifier sort of a system that increases the humidity in your environment, and three, maybe these drones that automatically put off any small bushfires that do penetrate through these first two lines of defense or these first two sort of force fields. Similarly, in our meditation, clinging is that small bushfire that causes the larger bushfire. That is reaction, getting lost in thoughts, and then the stress and dukkha that's generated underneath. These clingings turn up as these little balls or nuclei of tension or just slight unpleasantness in your body. So we'll set up a system to prevent these small tensions from arising, and if they do arise, then to stop them as soon as possible. So the system is A, you set up mindfulness, which decreases the frequency of these tensions or clingings to arise. B, you maintain effortlessness, or better, this wholesome attitude that also decreases further frequency of these tensions to arise. And then finally, you stay on a lookout or stay alert for these tensions. And as soon as they arise, you nip them in the bud or you stop them as soon as you can by letting go. So, as the Swiss cheese model explains, these initial defenses are really important because they decrease the frequency of these incidences happening. But they aren't perfect, so you still need to be on the lookout for the rare incidents which happens, let's say, every 1 minute in your sit. Also, interestingly, these force fields or these tools help each other. So, for example, mindfulness helps maintain this effortlessness or decreases the frequency of restlessness arising. And it also helps you maintain this wholesome smile that we were talking about. Similarly, being effortless or having this wholesome attitude makes it easier to stay aware as well. So, this is what your meditation practice should subjectively look like. During daily life, you protect your mind from obsessiveness and trauma by holding these precepts or virtue and by living a simple life. Also, you undo the stress and the poor mental states that you fall into by taking 2 to 5 minute breaks during your daily life, where you just do these short bursts of meditation. And also, just before your actual formal sit, you do this short 5 to 10 minute low effort, low expectation sit where you just sit in wholesomeness and just slight awareness. Then, without getting up, you smoothly transition to your formal sit where you set up these force fields that we just discussed. You first set up awareness or mindfulness. You can be mindful of the breathing movement that's happening somewhere in your body. Then, while maintaining that, you set up this wholesome smile across your face, across your eyes, and then just relax and stay alert to any sort of unpleasant tensions that arise in your body. When these tensions do arise, you let go using a slight exhale, decreasing that tension, and then you reset up first the wholesome smile and then you reset up that awareness, since both of these can also become weaker as these tensions start arising. Almost like you put off the small bushfires that start in your lawn first, and then deal with fortifying the force shields that were infiltrated just before this. Now you need to be somewhat alert to these small fires or these tensions, and you need to put them off as soon as you can, within seconds. If you don't do that, a good symptom of a bushfire or this small tension ongoing somewhere is that your smile sort of starts going away. Similarly, your awareness can also become weaker. So, yeah, once you let go of these tensions, after that, you just re-establish your mindfulness and the wholesome intention, and then just go on this cruise control sort of a feeling. You stay on this cruise control with your hands on the steering wheel and intervene only if necessary. Along this cruise control, nowhere did I ask you to manually do something with your attention, so just leave that efforting aside. And if you maintain this cruise control, dealing with tensions whenever they arise in time, then you automatically start undoing that stress making process that we discussed, dependent origination. And that leads you to go through these higher mental states on your own. So you start becoming calmer and happier on your own. So finally, meditation is basically just undoing dependent origination. If you do this, continue undoing dependent origination for X amount of time, for let's say 5 minutes, your mind automatically arises like a balloon to a higher mental state. If you sit for longer, then you arise to a higher mental state. While progressing through these higher mental states, various different kinds of locations start having these tensions, and you keep on releasing them one by one. Your breathing also seems to move between different locations weirdly, but that's normal, and I explained this in another video that I link below. Also, a symptom of you progressing through these higher stages or doing meditation correctly is that your head starts feeling lighter or far more subtler, as if there is less tightness around your head. And that's a symptom associated with lower stress. So that's it. I'll encourage you to take 5 minutes of your time to see if these tools work for you. You'll know that it works if, again, your head feels lighter or you just feel far more relaxed as you're going through these higher mental states. You probably wouldn't progress too far within 5 minutes, but still, you'll know that it feels nicer almost immediately. Remember, your meditation sits should feel open, relaxed, and wide instead of being tunnel visioned and overly focusing on a single object.